my car is a 1967 Land Rover 109. I found this car in Waynesville, North Carolina in 1992 and actually bought it from the original dealer who sold it in 1967. I most enjoy the car, getting it out and taking the spin on the back roads with some friends and family. It's been in the family for 19 years, and me and my dad have been partners on it. He bought it for me when I was 20 years old in 1992, and we drove it for about 15 years before we decided to do a complete restoration on it. That took about 4 years, and we were partners on the restoration, and it's been a real bonding experience with Dad. It's been a real special opportunity to spend time with him. I will miss my car. It's been very special to me and my family. It's something I really shared with Dad. We'll get to keep playing with more cars, let somebody else enjoy it, and go on and find another one day. I believe my 1967 Land Rover will sell for $65,000.
As you can see, this 1967 Land Rover is quite an imposing vehicle. Brian, do you get to drive this at all?
I sure do. I get to drive it whenever I want to, but the problem is we fixed it up so nice now I don't want to get it dirty.
Well, if you watch the show, you know, on What's My Car Worth, we like to drive the vehicles a little bit and find out what they're all about. Is it all right if Keith takes this for a spin?
Sounds great.
All right, great.
We're in Fort Lauderdale now, and within 2 blocks, we're going to be in Central Africa, looking for lions and tigers and bears. That's what Land Rovers are all about. Well, a little lot in here. Let's open up the vents. 4-speed gearbox, crash box. Look at all these knobs down here, yellow and red and black. You got an overdrive, which we're not using right now. This takes you into 4-wheel low and 4-wheel high. This locks you into 4-wheel. You're busy when you're driving a Land Rover. The crash box first and second, so double clutching's the name of the game. Let's see how we do. Like kind of a C- on that shift. Third and fourth are synchronized, so it seemed like I'm a pretty good driver when it gets to those two. I love driving these rigs. A car doesn't have to be red and low to the ground to be collectible. Take a look at this. 1967 Land Rover Series 2A 109, and these cars are hot.
And if you're watching at home and you drive a Chevy Suburban or a Ford Explorer and you think you're really macho, you're a weenie compared to this. This is a real SUV, and it follows the oldest SUV formula in the book. It's a big box on a rugged chassis with 4-wheel drive, and it'll take you anywhere.
It'll take you anywhere, but it won't take you anywhere very quickly. 0 to 60 time, 48 seconds.
Yeah, you can time this with a sundial. But you know, the thing about this truck that is most impressive is the quality of the restoration. You don't see a lot of fully restored 1967 Land Rovers. This is a good old boy, but it looks great. In fact, I took a good look at this Land Rover and could find only a couple of wear and tear issues, some chips here and there, and some scuff marks, and just the kind of thing you'd expect to see on an SUV that does get driven a little bit. So on a scale of 1 to 6, 1 being a great car and 6 being an awful car, I can safely say this is a number 2 Land Rover.
When it comes to collectability, if you're a Land Rover fanatic, this is an A+. But to the collector car world at large, which is what we're reporting on here, it's a C. Values over the past 5 years, low price has been $3,500 for what must have been a pretty nasty rig, up to $39,000. Average price has been $23,000. Now, the auction company predicts that this rig will sell for between $50,000 and $70,000. Are they nuts? Actually, privately, these cars have been bringing a lot of money. So I think it will sell, and I think it will sell for more than $50,000. I think it's going to bring $55,000.
I wish I could have driven that vehicle. I love Land Rovers. When we come back, we'll see where the market really is. Stay tuned. Welcome back to What's My Car Worth in Auctions America, Fort Lauderdale. Well, we're taking a look at a 67 Land Rover that Keith thinks is worth $55,000, while the owner, Brian, wants $65,000 for it. Let's see what the bidders think.
Lot number 439 is the 1967 Land Rover NADA Series 11A.
I get 25, I get 30, no, shit on the 30, no, 30, no, 30. Look at 27, 5 to do that. I get 25, 27, 5. I get 27, 5, I do it, get 30, no, I do it, get 32 on the 30, no, 30, no, 32, 5. I get 30, 32, 5, and now 35, 35, on the 35, see on the 35, and now 37, 5, 37, 5. I get 38, do it, get 39. I get 38, do it, get 39,000. I get 38, do it, get 39. 38,
It's a tough day for Land Rover owners. Brian, I predicted 55, you predicted 65, auction companies had 70 to 90, and yet it stalled at 38. Where were the Land Rover buyers?
I don't know. Maybe they're on safari right now.
Well, thank you very much for bringing your car here.
Thanks, Keith. I appreciate it.
Wow, I